Goes up into the stalls for Dwayne Dunn, the international Hong Kong jockey. He's already had 5 winners in the new season. Good start for him. Regal Test goes in, and they're all in and set to run now. First event. They're set and racing. Not a bad start either. Bush Honey, if anything, a little slow with Lady Garcia. Light of Day is the first to bounce out. Enniskerry and Annunciaire both got away fast. Tarcoola Diamond settling down in 4th place in the white and green. Regal Test improving. A length and a half Lucera outside Marcella. Another couple of lengths away in the field then is Forenza, who's on the inside of Bush Honey, and then 2 lengths Sagano and Lady Garcia at the 900. And Light of Day the leader. Annunciaire 2.5 lengths away second. Enniskerry with a good trail. Third on the outside. Tarcoola Diamond tucked in the fence, and then Regal Test looks like she's pulling. Next a length away Marcella, 3/4 Lucera. 1.5 Forenza, and they're trailed further back in the field as they came up the side to Bush Honey, and then Sagano, who's back towards the end, and Lady Garcia at the 600 before the turn, and the leader is Light of Day, about 3 lengths clear. Annunciaire second, Enniskerry 2 lengths away third, and then Tarcoola Diamond. Next Regal Test, Marcella strung up for a run as Bush Honey starts her run now. As they came to the turn, next is Lucera. Light of Day with a good lead, about 3 lengths still as they enter the straight. Light of Day over Annunciaire. Enniskerry has popped the big question. Tarcoola Diamond's trying to get an out, and she's getting over the heels of Enniskerry now, passing the 200. Light of Day being tackled by Enniskerry. Tarcoola Diamond straightened up as coming home well. Still haven't got Light of Day. Light of Day a neck in front of Enniskerry. Enniskerry diving on the line. Got there, I think. Give it to Enniskerry, a nose, Light of Day. Tarcoola Diamond third. Forenza fourth, and then Annunciaire. They were followed by Regal Tess, and just behind those to finish in the race, Lucera. Then came Marcella, and towards the end is Bush Honey. She's followed by Sagano, and Lady Garcia last all the way. Yeah, she'll get it. Number 4 will get it. Enniskerry, Greg Child, she's reeled in Light of Day right on the wire. Tarcoola Diamond just couldn't sprint with them, and Enniskerry makes it 3 straight. Greg Childs and John Simons. 4, Enniskerry takes out the first on the card. Beautiful ride by Greg, had her in the perfect place, and she found the line with great strength in the last 100 metres. Light of Day running a terrific race. She also came through the race that Enniskerry won at Cranbourne, finishing 3rd there. She's improved slightly to finish 2nd here, and 3rd placing going to number 2, Tarcoola Diamond, ridden by Nash Rawilla. Had to give the other two 2.5 and 3.5 kilos weight, and it just sort of dulled her finishing run over the last 150 metres after she eased over the heels of Enniskerry. Enniskerry then was able to sprint away from her. So placings in the first are 4, 10 and 2. 4, 10 and 2.
All right, Greg, we'll leave it there for the moment, but Greg Childs opens the day at Caulfield. Greg, of course, partners the champion galloper Northerly in the Cup a little bit later on this afternoon. We'll have a look at this head-on before we move on. This is Enniskerry in the yellow cap, levelling up to Light of Day on the inside. They fought it out for the last 100, but Enniskerry doing the better in the last little bit and getting up by about a head, maybe half a head. It wasn't. It was a narrow margin, but decisive all the same in favour of Enniskerry. Here are the totes. Enniskerry 321.40. Light of Day ran a big race at big odds. Tarcoola Diamond third. Quinella 71.90. The trifecta $285, and that's the first race at Caulfield.
Racing in the first for the day, and Marcella on the inside bounced away with them. Getting back after the start, Bush Honey and also Lady Garcia and Sagano. Light of Day from Annunciaire moving up quickly outside it. Enniskerry pushing forward. She's up third, and Tarcoola Diamond fourth now from Regal Tess. Further back in the race, then when they settle down, Lucera outside Marcella. 2.5 further back, then Forenza from Bush Honey. A length and a half Sagano, and Lady Garcia last of all down the side. Light of Day 2.5 in front. Annunciaire second. A length into Enniskerry facing the breeze third. Tarcoola Diamond tucked away fourth. The fence. Regal Test went off the fence fifth. A length then Marcella. 3/4 on the outside of it. Lucera. 2 further back Forenza. 1 further back then Bush Honey. 2.5 further back Sagano, and last of all is Lady Garcia. Good brisk pace set up by Light of Day at the 700 metre mark. Nearly 3 in front of Annunciaire. A length the outside Enniskerry. Tarcoola Diamond getting a nice run back inside at fourth. A length then further back Regal Test from Marcella. Bush Honey followed further back by Lucera. Pulled to the outside Lady Garcia. Garcia. Second to last, Sagano and company with Fire Enza, but Light of Day with a big lead around the turn. 3 lengths in front of Annunciaire, followed by Enniskerry. Tarcoola Diamond having trouble getting a run at the moment from Regal Tess. Light of Day by 2. Enniskerry looming up on the outside. Tarcoola Diamond into the clear is now running on fairly. Light of Day just in front. Enniskerry trying to get to it. Light of Day fighting back. Enniskerry starting to lunge near the line, and she got up on the line. Enniskerry has won a half head on the line. Light of Day. A length away third in the race would have been Tarcoola Diamond. Fire Enza into fourth, followed for the back by Annunciaire. Then the outside, Lacera, a gap in the race into Regal Tess. Back behind the Marcella, followed by Bush Honey, Sagano, and Lady Garcia is last of all.
A photo looks to be for Enniskerry. Greg Childs, 350, 150 in the last bound. 10 Light of Day, the roughie for Dwayne Dunn at 7.30. 2 Tarcoola Diamond, Nashra Willer at 1.40. And maybe fourth, number 3, Ferenza.
Number 4 goes in the frame, number 4. Number 4, Enniskerry, ridden by Greg Charles. Numbers are up and they are 4, 10 and 2. 4, 10, 2 to the opening race today. She faced the breeze third most of the way, with Light of Day setting up a big lead and kicking on the home turn. Having a good break, but by gee, she knuckled down this filly. She's the real deal. All she wanted to do was put her head out. And she's gathered up Light of Day in the last couple of bounds to get up and win. It's about a short head in the run to the line. Number 4, Enniskerry, ridden by Greg Charles on a 9-day.
Favourite drawn the inside in lime green colours. They're ready. Off now. Lord Volksrad jumped brilliantly. Regicide was away nicely with Natural Blitz and Chow Pie. Lord Harold out in a hurry, and Cobamuse began quickly too. And they were followed by Unvanquished as they settled into stride. Regicide drove through and took up the running. Not for long, Lord Harold takes him on. Chow Pie settled down third, and Lord Volksrad gets a good trail. He's fourth on the inside from Cobamuse. Sensational Swing working wide out. Next is Koala, 2 lengths away, then Redwood Falls in the centre. Prosperous bid wide. Unvanquished is on the rails about midfield from Natural Blitz, and they're trailed by Stormy Sun. 2 lengths to El Megdam on the inside as they come up the side, and then True Glow on the outside of Magic Bird. Oh, Chow Pie went right back through the field. He flattened a few of them. He's broken down, I think, yes. He's put Natural Blitz, El Megdam and Unvanquished right out of the race. Horror one there for Chow Pie, who's broken down. And up to the turn, Lord Harold led. Sensational Swing, Cobamuse. 2 lengths away in the field then is Koala. Redwood Falls round the outside. Lord Volksrad got shuffled up. He's a fair way back cornering. Prosperous Bid pulls out for a run. Lord Harold round the turn in front of Regicide, Cobamuse. Redwood Falls coming down the outside. Lord Volksrad is barging through pockets. He's trying to get there. Redwood Falls from Cobamuse. Stormy Sun's trying to get out down the outside. Redwood Falls had it though. Redwood Falls from Stormy Sun lifting. Flying home True Glow. True Glow flies, grabbed him and won. True Glow and nose, Redwood Falls. Stormy Sun the middle third in a roughhouse race. Next to finish in the race was Cobamuse and then Lord Volksrad. Again unlucky here. Next Koala, Magic Bird, Regicide. Prosperous Bid was caught off the track all the way. Then Lord Harold, and they were followed by El Megdam towards the end. Sensational Swing is last to go over the line. Unvanquished has been pulled up. Natural Blitz has been pulled up, and Chow Pie broke down, disrupting the field tremendously down the side of the course. And True Glow missed the trouble and has swept around them all and won. True Glow, number 10 is the winner, ridden by the King of Caulfield, Damien Oliver, trained by Lee Friedman. He's come with a barnstorming run down the outside to win. Second goes to number 5, Redwood Falls, Brian York, and third is one Stormy Sun, Kieran McAvoy. And you could write a book on unlucky runners in that race.
It'd be a long book too, wouldn't it, Richard Friedman?
Yes, the race marred by a very bad breakdown to Chow Pie. He dragged a lot of horses out of the race. True Glow was back in that pack, but he was out wide. He missed all the traffic. He was able to tack onto the leading bunch. He got checked a couple of times in the straight, so he should have won by further, but he's come with a sweeping run down the outside. He was just too good for them. The other horses that raced up on the pace and into the headwind, they found it a little difficult the last couple of 100 metres, and it allowed a horse that had a soft run at the back to sweep over the top of them. We might see a bit more of that today, Brendan.
Number 13 has run fourth if you've taken first fours, 10, 5, 1 and 13. True Glow. Stormy Sun had no luck. As we watch the head on here, it tries to force its way clear.
Yes, he tried to force his way through a gap that just wasn't there. He had no luck, only got out late, and it was a very good run. Redwood Falls, who looked great in the yard, good to see him return to form, and a good run doing all the bullocking work into the wind. But It looks like there was a fair bit of interference, but I don't think it'll affect the result.
Okay, as they cross the line, True Glow, the winner, 10-5-1, 13-6 in fourth, and 2.
Quickly, and Lord Harold from the outside pushing forward with Cobamuse. Settling down now, Chowpai outside, Regicide, and Lord Harold wants the lead. He's whipping around the outside. He'll be in front shortly. Lord Harold, he'll take it up from Regicide and Chowpai. Fourth back on the inside, Lord Volksrad. They're followed by Cobamuse. And Sensational Swingers deep, a half further back. Koala, 2.5, Redwood Falls. Further back in the race, Unvanquished, followed further back by Prosperous Bid. They're followed by Natural Blitz. A length further back, Stormy Sun. Tilduel Megdam is back second to third last with Magic Bird as they come down with about 7.50 to go. Lord Harold just led. Sensational Swing outside it, a length for the back is Cobamuse, but out 3 deep, and they're followed further back in the race by Regicide, followed by Koala. There's trouble, or Chowpai's broken down badly. Chowpai has broken down out of the race, and Lord Harold led from Sensational Swing. Cobamuse wider out from Redwood Falls, further back Regicide, followed by Koala. Stormy Sun and Prosperous bit out deep, trying to get a run through. Lord Volksrad starting to shoulder through now. In the home straight they race. Lord Harold in front of Sensational Swing. Lord Volksrad climbing over the top of them, pushes through now. Redwood Falls out wide has raced up to them. Redwood Falls took the lead now from Cobamuse, followed by Stormy Sun, then Lord Volksrad. Out wide a True Glow with a late run. Redwood Falls in front. True Glow flying at it. Might have got up on the line here, True Glow. Big finish it laid in, but True Glow has hit the line hard with Redwood Falls. Stormy Sun behind those, followed by Cobamuse. Very rough in the straight. Lord Volksrad back on the inside from Magic Bird. Prosperous Bid, followed by Koala, Lord Harold. Then Sensational Swing, Regicide, Al Megdam, Natural Blitz and Unvanquished have been pulled up after being knocked out of the race, and Chowpai has broken down very badly at about the 650 metre mark.
And number 10, True Glow, Damien Oliver, 16.30 win, 5.20 a place, 5 Redwood Falls. It'll pay 4.10, and Stormy Sun 2.90.
And True Glow gets it, number 10. Number 10. Number 10 in the last stride over number 5, Redwood Falls, and number 1, Stormy Sun. 10, 5 and 1. 10, 5 and 1. Rough affair in the straight, Lord Volksrad. He had to knock a few over to try and get through. He was slowly but surely getting through. And at the same time, True Glow was coming up them with Redwood Falls out wider. And True Glow, although laying in itself near the line, has got up in the last bound. Numbers 10, 5, 1. Lee Friedman, the winning trainer with Dean now.
Joined by Lee. Lee, terrific win. Blinkers back on last week. Just didn't seem to be interested.
Well, not so much that. He drew wide and he got knocked over at the start, and he didn't really get into the race last week. And I thought he made up good ground, so we opted for a gear change this week. Once again, he drew bad, so he rode in quietly. And I think probably, in a sense, the interference sort of played into his hands a bit, because he then tacked onto the leading group and was travelling better than most of them. I thought it was a good, strong win, yeah.
Good win, because when he went over the hill there, he got bumped around a bit early again today and went back to last.
Yeah, he did. But look, I never like pushing them forward from those really wide gates at the 7 here. So anyway, it's worked out well.
Off to the Carbine Club now?
Yeah, that was the plan before today, so I can't see why we would vary from that.
Well done.
Thanks.
And number 10, True Glow, 16.30, 5.20 a place, 5 Redwood Falls, 4.10.
Yes, let's link up with Darren Beeman. He may not have magical mitts going around in the Caulfield Cup. He's got some exciting chances.
Good afternoon all. Welcome to Randwick, a sunny, warm day in Sydney. And yes, Dean's about to join us, and Les is coming in from radio now, so we're just about all aboard. Now, the first event of the day, and the popular pick is number 10, and that is Hasna at 2.50 and 1.20. The second elect is number 6, and that's Tumblr, 4.10 and $2. And the third elect is number 8 at 6.80 and 1.60, and that's Danish Magic, and there has been good support for Subjugate. Now, over here at the starting point, we've got about 4 or 5 of them to move into line, including Tumblr, Epona Star, Mr. Hogg, and still away from the line, Hasna and Danish Magic. And one of them riderless over there as I speak. Now, just awaiting on our Sky Channel audience to join us, and then we'll fill you in with what's happening. Right, Dean, good afternoon to you. So we're now all aboard for this first description of the day, and repeating that the favourite is Hasna. Now, Hasna's been the best back late. There was money mid-stages of betting for Subjugate. He has just drifted a fraction in the last 5 minutes, but the solid support late has been for the Gay Waterhouse trained Hasna. The race over 1,000 metres, and jockeys wearing black armbands as a mark of respect to the Bali tragedy last Saturday, and flags accordingly at half-masts. Now, Tumbler, a beautifully bred youngster by Masquet from Mannerism, about to move in, trained by Jack Denham. Jack also has Mr. Hogg engaged by Shavog. Mr. Hogg out of a good mare, Sound of Laughter, Mr. Hogg, and races in the same colours as did the mum. Now, Hasna comes up to the outside stall, and we're set for the first here on City Tats Club Cup Day, the Glenmore Meat Company plate. Hasna rocking around. She stands better. They're off. And the favourite Hasna jumped beautifully from the outside and leads clearly from Tumbler on settling down. Opona Star hard ridden, followed by Ticklicker, and then comes Mr. Hogg, and over on the inside near enough two, same as Subjugate, and then Danish Magic, Polish Hero and Country Style is last. Hasna with a tremendous turn of natural speed got across onto the rails, and 600 to go, leads about a length or so. Mr. Hogg in second posse, Tumbler third, then Danish Magic, followed by Ticklicker. Opona Star, Subjugate's a long way back from Country Style and Polish Hero, but Hasna railing beautifully, comes around the turn and up the rise. Hasna 2.5 lengths clear. Second posse is Mr. Hogg, followed by Tumbler, Danish Magic, Opona Star, Subjugate a run nearer last than first, but Hasna, Huey Bowman shaking her along, and at the 120 Hasna about 3 Danish Magic, followed by Mr. Hogg and Opona Star, but this is a breeze for Hasna. She's run them into the ground, and Hasna walks it in from Danish Magic, Mr. Hogg and Subjugate obviously looking for much longer. Then Opona Star, Country Style, Ticklicker. Tumbler beat one to the line. It was a disappointing performance by Tumbler, and that horse it beat home was Polish Hero. Bolted in, number 10, Hasna, ridden by Hugh Bowman. Number 10, Hasna, at the 240 and 110 by Snippets from They Say, jumped beautifully from gate number 9. Huey Bowman quickly had her across onto the rails. She handled the fence perfectly, and in the straight was never ever in danger. So that run behind her stablemate Secret Land in the Whitten Stakes has certainly improved her mentally and certainly physically, and she's a filly that's got a bright future. She's raced by George Altamonte and M&G Severino, and the Altamontes linking here with this filly and Gay Waterhouse. They've had a lot of luck over the years with Jack Denham, but are spreading their horses obviously nowadays. So it's 10, 8, 2 and 4. Hasna first, Hugh Bowman. Number 8 is second, Danish Magic, a filly by Dane Wynn from Belle Desire, trained by Ross Simpson, ridden by Terry Jones. And number 2, Mr. Hogg third.
OK, the Gay Waterhouse prepared horse by Snippets. They get out and they run, don't they?
Snippets was great stallion. He got a lot of horses that perhaps not went to the top level, but they could really run, and they were great bread and butter horses. It's a pity we won't see too many more of them on the track.
Yeah, it's sad. His untimely passing last year. Let's look ahead to Eagle Farm. Latest check of betting here. Ratings went 2 from 4 and 6 in this event, and then 1 and 5 were equal 4th ranked. And if you want the full set of ratings, don't forget to log on to the website skychannel.com.au. Available for purchase now. Late mail numbers here.
And trying to be as unbiased as I can be, I think the True Glow brushed the other horse on the way past. I mean, he started a length and a half behind the other runner and brushed him on the way past. They don't give too many fourths against first, and they certainly don't with a length and a bit between them. So I think we're looking all right.
Look, it was a pretty rough race, though, all the same.
And very, the untimely breakdown of Chow Pai really marred the race and destroyed a lot of horses' chances. The form out of the race could be a bit dodgy.
OK, this is the head-on we're watching here. The black sleeves and black cap finishing in 4th position. From the lateral angle, you see that the True Glow was well and truly going past it.
Yeah, he was. He'd come from behind him. He checked across this horse's heels and brushed him on the way past. Look, the other horse on the inside was coming out a bit too, so they sort of sandwiched him and made it look a bit worse than it was. So it should be okay.
Could be a big day today here for the Kiwis. Mark Walker represents a very strong New Zealand team with plenty of chances. Among those, we've got Distinctly Secret, Prize Gem and some earlier chances. Andrew Bensley, how cocky are the Kiwis on Cup Day?
Well, Mark Walker's here. Mark, you seem to be a little bit more happier this week going into the Cup with Distinctly Secret than maybe last week.
Yeah, he put in a bit of an ordinary run, and, you know, just the way the race was run, that, you know, Republic, Lass and Prize Gem, I think all three of them, their form looks better than it is, but, you know, he's a proven horse at 2,400 and he's fitting well today.
OK, we're just going to get this protest decision on the second race. Just while we were talking with Mark, Des Gleeson is about to do that. We'll just stand by. Mark, it was a length by a neck, by a half head to the fourth horse, and the protest has been dismissed. So protest dismissed on the second. 10, 5, 1 and 13, and correct weight is now there on race 2. Appreciate holding on there, Mark. So a lot happier. You needed, probably, you said earlier in the week you may have needed a little bit of rain for the horse, but that hasn't eventuated.
No, I was probably a bit disappointed it didn't come. You look at his record on a good track, is very good, and I didn't want a dead track, I just wanted the jar out of it. Yeah. So that didn't come, but I've changed the shoeing round a bit. He's got a bit of extra padding under his front plates, so that might help as well.
What about Society Bow in race 5? The Coongy was looming to be right in the Toorak until hit on the flank. He's recovered from that?
Yeah, he has. He's, you know, he can be a difficult horse to ride, and Damien's ridden him for 1 win, so as long as he gets a bit of luck from that draw, I think he'll be in the thick of things.
Good luck with the 2 runners, Mark.
Thanks.
Thanks, mate. Mark Walker from New Zealand. Brendan, a couple of good hopes, and having backed Distinctly Seeker to win, I'm a lot happier than what I was before talking to him.
OK, Andrew, you've gone for some value this afternoon in the Cup. Richard, you can go and collect your winnings now. True Glow's held on to the race.
Yes, for all the reasons we said. You know, the margin, the fact that it was so close to the winning post, the fact that True Glow was going past at the time when he got in, they were the reasons they dismissed it. So it went according to Hoyle, and I can go and collect. There's one Kiwi in the Caulfield Cup, though, that we've probably neglected to mention. Hale. Don't forget Hale. Hale's going all right.
Great runner, Cranbourne, the other day. Now, on course for this next race, before we take you to Eagle, joins us to take a look at the runners. Alpha Anacart's form, big overs on the tote at the moment.
Yes, it is, Brendan. I think people are just possibly struggling to sort the Adelaide form out here, but it looks okay.
OK, number 2, Make Me Strong, firming in well.
Yeah, it looks okay. I'm not going to get too carried away with him. I thought he might be a bit too short. OK, best on-track support has been for Hierogram, which is a bit better value on the tote than on course. It's been well tried here. And I can certainly see why, because I'm actually going to put him on top.
OK, as always, they parade so well out of Carbine Lodge. Jamila, number 4.
Jamila presents very well. Very disappointing last start, though. I'm just not sure, but again, presents well, as most of them do.
OK, there's the 2, Make Me Strong, and there is the 4, Jamila. Now, Purple Road has continued to ease, which is number 5.
Which is surprising. Looks very, very well, and his performance last start at Moonee Valley was acceptable behind Unzipped.
6 is a scratching. The other main one in the market is number 7, Work of Heart, which had no luck at the Valley under lights.
Yes, will get a tricky run in transit here, but does look very well. I'm including him.
OK, so Alf will come back with you very soon to check out your numbers. OK, the Rogerson team, could be a big afternoon for them. Andrew Bensley with more.
Yeah, Keith Horton is joining us, representing Graham, who's a bit shy for once.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
We've got a late scratching in race 5 coming through just before we go on. Sylvester it was. So there we go, a late scratching in race 5. The Coongy, race 5, number 8. All right, Keith, this one in this race, La Quinta Gold.
Yeah, she's surely shown a lot of ability. Had a few problems at the barrier. We think we've got to sort it out, and all going well today. I think she'll run a race.
OK, Fair Embrace is backing up, and she's had her problems, but she showed a little bit last week.
Yeah, we thought she was very unlucky the other day, in which was a very, very good field, and if she can get a clear run at him and everything goes right through the barrier, I think she'll be right in that.
And the one I should have mentioned in between those 2, Masquerado, got the Sydney form. What's the stable believe going in against the Sydney fillies and now the ones down here?
Oh, well, I've liked what I've seen of him since he's been here, and you know, the form's been good all around him, and I think he'll acquit himself very well.
OK, best of those?
I like Fair Embrace each way.
Fair Embrace each way. Good luck, Keith.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Keith Horton. And Brendan, what was the name of that horse that I mispronounced there a few seconds ago, that late scratching?
It's Zvezda. Zvezda's come out, the very good New Zealand stayer. So it's not running. Late scratching, race 5, number 8. We'll get a reason for you. Alf Matthews' numbers are 3, 7, 2 and 11. Best backed is...
Goes up. Here's the fave coming in now. Make Me Strong. Goes up. There's been a little money for Work of Heart. Damien Oliver and Lee Friedman combining there. Won the previous race, withstanding a protest. So Purple Road to come in. Yuma Gold and Shenandoah, and will have them right to go. Third event over the 2,000 metres. Iragram's had some support. Nearly ready. Yuma Gold goes in. So they're all in. Set to run. All in now for the Carlton Draft handicap. Work of Heart on the inside. An attendant climbing in with Woodstock in. And now they're away. Caught them quite well. Work of Heart jumping okay on the inside with Hyra Graham, and Woodstock in got away well from Purple Road. Anacard's on the improve with Caius. Now still travelling out wide and heading towards the front as Make Me Strong as they settle down, and Shenandoah's on her outside. By the 1600 now, Caius goes to the lead ahead of Anacard, and Make Me Strong's right up there on the outside. Shenandoah travelling fourth, but still wide round Work of Heart and Woodstock in two to Yuma Gold. They're followed then by Hyra Graham and the Cerise Colours midfield on the rail. More than 2 lengths to Purple Road. Luminous Liaison followed by Jamila. Bancher next to last, and La Quinta Gold is last of all. They've climbed the hill near the back at the 1200 now, and Caius the leader. On the outside, Shenandoah has done some work, strides to second. Right behind them, a length and a half away, Anacard getting a good card into the race. Fourth on the inside. 3/4 to Make Me Strong now with a beautiful trail. Fourth, 1 out and 1 back. At the 1,000, about 2 lengths further back, Woodstock in, who's racing on the outside of Work of Heart, and then 2.5 lengths further back is Yuma Gold. Followed then by, just behind these horses, is Purple Road over on the outside, and Hyra Graham's ahead of it. Then came Luminous Liaison as they go by the 800 metre mark. Next is Jamila Bancher and La Quinta Gold. Up the side, and Caius in front, heading to the 600. Shenandoah second, Anacard 2 lengths away. Then Make Me Strong in fourth placing. Woodstock in's got away from the rail, and then Work of Heart, Yuma Gold, and they were followed by Hyra Graham, Purple Road, Bancher well back, and so is Jamila coming up towards the turn with Luminous Liaison at the tail in company with La Quinta Gold. Inside the 400 metres now, they come for home. Caius the inside. Shenandoah's done it hard. Right behind them now and ready to let loose is Anacard getting away from the rail. Make Me Strong got bumped by her as they've entered the straight. Work of Heart's winding up. Hyra Graham's coming, and Jamila from last. Now with 150 to go. Here comes Hyra Graham on the outside with Anacard along the inside, and Make Me Strong in the centre of it. Hyra Graham is racing away from them, and Hyra Graham bolted in. Won it by over 2 to Make Me Strong, a nose to Anacard third, and then Jamila. Shenandoah held on okay. Then La Quinta Gold, who made ground from last. Next, Work of Heart battled the last 150. Break to the early leader, Caius, and then Luminous Liaison, Purple Road never in it, followed by Yuma Gold towards the end, and then Woodstock in, and Bancher last of all. Hyra Graham, Darren Beedman and John Hawkes strike in the third race. Big Loping filly had a beautiful trail, midfield on the fence, a great ride by Darren Beedman, and this filly stamping herself as an Oaks prospect as she really stretched out beautifully over the last 150, drawing away her first staying test, and she's gone to the post with something in hand. 3 Hyra Graham, 490 and 170 on Super Tab. Second goes to number 2, Make Me Strong, Stephen Arnold and Bart Cummings. Third to number 1, Anacard, Dwayne Dunn and Tony McAvoy.
OK, Greg, Richard, Darren timed that run to absolute perfection.
It was a beautiful ride. He sat back on the fence, he took the soft run, he allowed horses to cart him into it towards the corner. He was poised right behind the leaders when they straightened up, just had to check across a few heels, and away he went. That filly can really stay, but nothing against the 2 that ran the placings. They ran well too, because they did a little bit more work into the wind, and Make Me Strong there, just nosing out the other one there, Anacard, and I thought it was a pretty good run, Make Me Strong, but they were nowhere near as good as the winner, Hyra Graham. That filly will go on to the Oaks now. You'll see her probably on Derby Day when she'll run in the Wakefield Stakes, and then she'll go on to the Oaks, and it'll be a good chance too if she goes on. Carbine
Lodge's had a great record the past few years with the likes of Tribute and also others that have gone well in the Flemington Fillies Classic. 3, 2, 1 and 4 in fourth position, and that's Jamila. Now, Victoria Park's our next port of call, and if you're looking for a good form reference for the next in Sydney, Hyra Graham beat home a horse called Noble Spur.